So a lot of people are asking, what the heck is this cat doing in this clip? And I am an animal behavioralist specialist, so I would be happy to explain it to you. But first, let's watch the rest of the clip. So as the Smithsonian has confirmed, one, cats are pretty smart, and two, they don't really care what they want. They dance to the beat of their own drums, and they're very individualistic. So they will go out and find their own way in this world, and the problem is that they're not quite as smart as humans, so they don't always interpret everything they find correctly. Because it's now well known that cats are generally described as very socialist, or thanks to a totally reputable study done by the New York Times, anarchists, and a lot of people find they lean towards Marxism as well, which as we all know is pretty much the opposite of the right. So they'll often find themselves on the right's websites, doing research, and stumble across how angry they are about people who are woke. Because what we know is now wokeness has replaced socialism as conservatives' newest enemy or trend. As you can clearly see here from the cable TV news analyzer, what used to be complained about all the time was socialism here, and it was replaced around 2020 with wokeness as this new coined term. If you do a solid Google search, you can see there's tons of articles from the right complaining about it, crying about it, etc., etc. Where it used to be they were just crying and complaining about socialism. You can even see here this article from the Wall Street Journal that compares Marxism and socialism with leftists. And there's a lot of wild stuff going on in that article, but you can see how they tie all that in now under the umbrella term of being woke or wokeness, which is now their new scariest enemy that they've decided to take up. Which has probably led your cat to the great question of woke capitalism, the ethics surrounding it, and corporations donating to different political campaigns and things like that. Because on one hand, why would we care that the place that's serving our burgers has an opinion on politics? But then on the other hand, there's such a big entity participating in our economy that of course they have some sort of a social responsibility to be participating in the world and politics and the economy and those dynamics. But then what's the proper way for these companies to do so where that we don't have to boycott them all the time for making the wrong decisions? I don't have an answer to that personally, but I think your cat just misinterpreted being woke and wokeness, and your cat's trying to wake you up. It's clear to me that they took it a little bit too literally. Oh, and if you haven't noticed by now, I've literally never owned a cat in my life, but I do have a rabbit, and he is so much worse.